Hello, I'm Rocky Gilbert, one of the operations section chiefs on the south zone of the Calf Canyon and Hermit Peak Fire, here to give you an update for June 12th. So today we are going to continue with our repair work down on the south end of the fire. We do have some of the equipment starting to move up into the Berea Peak area, which is where one of the lookouts and some comm sites are. So they're continuing to move around the fire as they get that dozer line and the fences repaired. But it's all going pretty good. I mean, it is a lot of activity working around heavy equipment. Again, we've got chipper operations going on. We've got hand crews pulling line back in over stuff. So really busy group of people out there working on that repair work. And that's continuing on all of the line that we show as containment around the fire. As we move up into that wilderness piece that we've been talking about for several days, that we've put lines out ahead of it, that continues to be active. The stuff around Elk Mountain is in a pretty good spot. There's still a little bit of mop up, but there is no threat to the lines at this point. As we move out into the country, more by the Mora River, that is actually has been picking up in activity the last couple days. So just again, a reminder of the weather that we have coming up. We have 3 days of red flag warnings, and our weather folks will cover this in a briefing, another Facebook post. But just be aware that that's what we have to plan for, is the expected fire weather that's coming into us. With that, we've had a ton of fire well, not a ton. We've had some significant fire movement, though, down in the area, still to the east of the Mora River. But we've put a ton of time and effort into putting the hand line in, putting a hose lay in along that Hamilton Mesa, along the trail. And so as that fire continues to push, we've been utilizing aircraft to try to check it up. But without being able to get firefighters in tight, put lines in, it's just not an effective method, and it causes a lot of fatigue and exposure to all of those pilots. So with that, we're going to look at, how do we use the line that we've put in. There could be some more firing that happens along that line, again, to remove the fuel between the active fire and our fire lines. The plan would be to just be enough to stay even with the fire, so that fire wouldn't be able to get around and hook us and jump our lines. So it would be a very measured firing operation, just with the intent of keeping up, making sure that we have a buffer so that the fire wouldn't move ahead of us. Again, this is very close proximity to the folks up in the Iron Gate area and the summer homes. So just folks be aware. That's why we again have that in a go status, so we can get our firefighters in there and make sure that we can secure all of that prior to putting anybody in place. We still will have all the aircraft that we need to be able to support those operations. They're working with the firefighters on the ground. We just want to make sure that we're using the best tactics for the risk and exposure to everybody involved, both on the ground and in the air. The last thing I want to cover is the midnight fire. Just a reminder that the incident team 1, who's on the north zone of this incident, also has taken command of that fire as it goes through the next few days. Trying to just make sure we have a good handle on what's happening up there. We are still coordinating with Team 1 on resource needs. If they need anything for either the North Zone or the Midnight Fire and we have it available, we'll transfer those resources to them. And that's your update.